Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Boy, it's a nice sunny day out here. A little crispy, but you'll have that. Nice and quiet out here in the forest, the farm cemetery. Let's make a little noise. So you ever hear that old adage, she ran when we parked her? That's what we got here. Now it hasn't been sitting here for the entire duration that it hasn't ran. I know that because about 5 years ago I took a tractor and drug it back here to get it out of where it was previously. And brought her out here to death row so it could sit here and die slowly. I had another 55 just like it that was in a lot better shape than this one. And if any of you guys farm with old 5 Series squareback combines, you'll know this. 1, they're a great little machine. 2, they're getting challenging to find parts for. 3, they're not making any more of them, so if you can find 2, you should do that. Main goal today here, let's see if this old turtle will run. Truth be told, I wanted to fire this thing up last summer because it was warm out and it wasn't wet, and everything starts easier when it's not 30 degrees, but I didn't, and let me show you why. This thing had more angry yellow critters crawling out of it than I ever wanted to deal with. So I did what any masculine guy would do when I crawled up back there. Hate them things. Took off running like a little girl. Yep. Back to hell with you. You never be too sure you got them all. But he got a lighter, set it on fire. Okay, now that we're safe, let's take a tour. Yep, those got miles left in them, for sure. The belts aren't in that bad a shape, I don't think. Probably doesn't hold grain very well anymore. There's a big gas, big block John Deere up there. Oh, with the exhaust open, that's good. Okay, still rolls over, so that's a good thing. There really isn't any parts of this machine that are really any good left. And what parts it did have been robbed off of it. The old spike cylinder. A lot more rust. Command center. What is it with everything I have not having a seat? Huh. It's had some belts and chains robbed off of it. Like a close encounter with a stump or some ruts. I know this machine has never seen tiled ground, so I'm sure it's been mud bogged its whole life. Oh, look at there. I guess we won't be putting any gas in the tank. Good thing I brought extra. And a homemade back end from an unfortunate experience with a tractor, so I'm told. These tires got such good cracks in them, I don't know how they hold air. Good thing we're not driving very far with her today. Kind of get the feeling Mother Nature's trying to reclaim her as her own. Well, let's crawl up on back and see what we got back there. Oh. Might need that. No more beehives. That makes me feel better. Well, the oil's nice and black, and it's a little bit over full, so my thought is it might have a little water in it. Can't see it on here, but until it gets worked in, it won't really show up most of the time. Got a coil. Got some wire. There. Radiator's dry. Why wouldn't it be? Maybe isn't the original motor in this. It's got some junkyard cran writing on top, so maybe she is good. No hydraulic oil. Let's see. So we got motor oil, no hydraulic, no antifreeze. Yep, she rolls. I guess 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. Huh. Well, let's grab a battery and see what happens. I think we're gonna give the nearly new a chance to redeem herself today. Okay. Yikes. Huh. Maybe that's not a great idea. There ain't a lot of battery tray left, so let's hope she don't find her way to the bottom. Fiddlesticks. Universal battery clamp. Okay. Ground. Universal battery post tightener. Nope. Yeah, I guess that's what that is. Okay, it ain't much, but all we can do is try. Those points look rough. And I didn't bring any sandpaper. Why would I do that? Okay. Trip back to the barn. Okay. Yeah, that wind going back to the house is just frightful today. Okay, what I'm going to do is I just took some 320 grit sandpaper here. I'm just going to slide it through these points and clean up the connection a little bit, and hopefully it'll give us some spark to play with here. I don't hear anything. That's not good. There, okay. Yeah, those points are pretty burned up. Condenser's probably shot. All right, well, another trip to the farm. Here we go. We got some pieces. New points and condenser. Grabbed the new coil, which unfortunately meant I had to take a ride to town because I just didn't have anything laying around that was going to work. And you'll have that. But I wanted to take a minute and say a special thanks to my friends at my local auto value parts store. And them guys are good. You can drop a set of points and condenser right on the counter, walk right back and grab it. They don't need to look it up. They know what you got. And that's hard to find these days. Good parts guys are hard to find. When you get a good one, you know what? If the parts are a little bit more money, you got to pay them for that knowledge because they're worth it. Okay, enough of that. Well, let's get this thing put back together. See if we can get some fire to shoot out of it. Hopefully not literally. Okay. Condenser. Uh-oh. Oh good, I didn't lose the screws. I don't know how that happened, but I'm glad it did. Okay, quick lesson for all you kids born after 1995. These are called points. Every time the distributor spins, the rotor points to a different location on the distributor cap, sending spark to said cylinder. At the same time, when it gets to that point, closes the points off for just a second to send the spark. That's how old-fashioned breaker point ignition works. All right, so let's get these put in here, and we'll get them gapped. And get on with the next thing. See if we can get this baby going today. It's crucial that you get the gap on your points set pretty close. Reason being is if they're too far apart, they A, either won't close or your timing will be way retarded, or B, if they're too close, your timing will be way too advanced and bring on all kinds of, you got to get it right. Fortunately, every pair of points ever sold in the world comes with their very own point capper. Just rip the cover off the cardboard box and jam her on in there. Yep, that looks about right. Let's tighten that down. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. We're making headway. Wonder where Fluffy is. I haven't seen that little diva all day today. Huh. Not the same with old Fluffy yelling at me out here all day. Huh. Oh well. Okay, so I had to go ahead and toss a set of wires at it too, because the cores on the wires were completely shot. There was no metal. Everything was eroded, corroded away. So I think, let's try. Hook up the old ignition wire here. Where's my, all right, let's see what we got here. We got spark. That's a step in the right direction. Okay, so after what has become kind of a long day just trying to get this thing to make sparks, we got sparks. So it sounds like there's some compression. Sounds like there, obviously there's some spark. I'm gonna try and bottle feed it just for a second, see if we can get it to snort and grunt a little bit. And I think after that I'm gonna call it a day for the night, come back out tomorrow morning, and we'll pour some fuel to it, and maybe, I don't know if we'll have to do anything with the carb or not. I would imagine it's probably just awful. Even better about these is the carburetor's on the back side of the engine. And when I say the back side, I mean the front side, the side that the hopper's on. So there's about room. So yeah, we'll just give her the old college try. Let's see what happens. Come on, baby. Nothing. Okay, well that was fairly unsuccessful. So I think I'm just gonna call her a night for the night. Come back out tomorrow. Probably just jump right in the hopper, have a look at the carb. Problem right now, I can't choke it, can't throttle it, and I'm just trying to huff it on starting fluid, and it's just not gonna work. So, until tomorrow. I decided it might be wise to bring this right to the garage here to take it apart, because, and I'm sure we've all been there before, but you've got something like this that's small and intricate taken apart, and you drop a screw or you drop a needle valve from 10 feet in the air on a rusty combine, she's gone. Where the hell am I going to find another one? So if I drop one here, it just hits the floor and I'll find it. smack my ass and call me Sally. That's, well, that is surprisingly clean inside. I mean, surprisingly clean. It probably would have started right up, but who knows? Well, maybe not. Seeing as this doesn't look too bad, I'm going to clean all the jets out, clean all that powder out of it, make sure everything opens and closes properly, snip her back together. I tossed the battery on the charger because it was sounding a little tired last night, and I was just too lazy to haul it the hell back out of there last night after working on it. So battery's charging, we're going to get this back together. We should have her up and running in no time. Carburetor's back in, everything's hooked up. I got her bottle feeding with a quart bottle of gasoline, so hopefully that'll be enough to run her for a few seconds. And hopefully it starts quickly because the weather's turning sour fast. So here we go. A little. My super duper battery cable is a little warm, so we're going to upgrade a little. That might be better. Wouldn't you know, just when I was going to move it, it ran out of gas. Oh well. I'm pretty excited. That thing doesn't run too bad for sitting that long. Looks like she's a little rich yet, but I guess that's not the worst thing that could happen. I'm going to pull my ignition wire. Well, we got her just in the nick of time. It hasn't started raining yet. There have been a few sprinkles, but nothing serious. I think I can get back to the barn before it gets too wet. I'd like to thank everybody for watching today. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed doing it. I get a kick out of this stuff. Gives you a sense of accomplishment when you hear something run that's just been, you know, left for dead, forgotten, abandoned. Everything can have new life breathed into it once in a while, if you're lucky. Say we had a couple of lucky points with this. One, the motor wasn't seized up, so, well, that's helpful. The carburetor looked pretty good inside, so a couple things. I'm guessing either it was rebuilt just before it was parked, which I don't know why anybody would do, or maybe they let it run out of gas, which was wise if they did. Thanks, I appreciate that. Helped me out a little bit. But all in all, I know we got a good running motor now. Too bad the rest of the combine's junk. Maybe I can find something to put it into it, but we'll see. I'm sure something will come along. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll be able to find a 95 or a 105 combine. This motor was an option for a 95. It was actually the only option, I think, for a 95. It didn't come in a 105. It'd probably be a little underpowered in a 105, but whatever. I don't farm 1,000 acres, so we'll see. At least I know it runs. I'll keep it covered up, keep all the holes plugged up, so maybe it'll run the next time I come out here. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Well, there you are. Geez, it just wasn't the same without you today. Want to go in? Okay, let's do it.